nice and comfortable, hands resting underneath your ribs. And see if you can just breathe into your belly first. So your inhale is going right down into your belly. And then you can feel your belly relax as you exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Belly breath. We just call this belly breath. And now for the next 5 breaths, see if you can feel your ribs expand out to the sides as you breathe in. So breathing into your middle torso, into your ribs. Expanding your ribs out to the sides as you inhale. And do that 1 more time. And then take a couple of natural breaths. And now take your right hand onto your chest and your left hand onto your belly. And now we're going to breathe into our chest first. So expanding your chest up towards the ceiling as you inhale. Your belly stays passive. One more time. And then bring your arms out by your sides and just let yourself breathe naturally. Feeling your complete breath, your complete inhale, your complete exhale. And we'll just do that 3 times. All right, and now we're going to start to move, and we're just going to start with windshield wipers today. Just move slowly, side to side. Your arms are passive. You're just moving your legs side to side, rolling across your low back, feeling your hips. And you can try inhaling as your legs come up and exhaling as your legs come down to each side. And you may notice that one side is a little tighter than the other. That's very common. Sometimes there's a reason for it, and sometimes we just don't know why, and it just is what it is. Now, the next time we come to the right side, we're going to pause there. And just let your legs sort of fall off to the side. They don't need to touch the floor. You're not putting any pressure on your legs. Just feel the stretch. Wherever you feel it, just feel it. And breathe into it. And of course, we'll do the same on the other side. So when you're ready, lift your legs back up and move to the other side and pause there. So we're moving slow and easy today. We're not trying to get anywhere. We're just really focusing on where we are right now. And on your next inhale, lift your legs back up to neutral. You may need to lift and lower your tailbone and reposition your back so that you're back in neutral again. And then bring your right knee up towards your chest. This is a good time to use your strap. If you like, you can wrap your strap around the back of your right thigh. And now if you're using your strap, you can wrap it around the bottom of your foot as you straighten your right leg up into the air. You don't have to use the strap. You can have your hands behind your right thigh if you choose. And once your leg is up in the air, you want to flex your foot. Just feel that stretch going all the way down the back of your leg. And now we're going to come into a modified figure 4. If you're using the strap, you want to wrap it around your calf and then cross your right ankle over your left thigh. You're keeping your left foot on the floor and gently press your right knee away. And if we have time at the end of this class, we'll do another figure 4. We'll just do the deeper, more complete figure 4. So if you're using the strap, go ahead and remove it, and then we'll switch sides and do the same 3 positions on the other side. Bringing your left knee up towards your chest and pause there. And now when you're ready, slide the strap underneath your foot or hold on to the back of your thigh as you straighten your left leg up and flex your foot. And then let's slide that strap underneath your calf, crossing your left ankle over your right thigh, and gently press your left knee away. So we're just warming up, checking everything out, noticing where the tight spots are. Maybe you're not feeling any tight spots today. That's a good day, isn't it? It's a good day when we when we don't feel tight anywhere. A good thing to be grateful for. So release your strap if you were using it. Uncross your ankle, uncross your left foot. And now we're going to do one more stretch for our hips, and that's butterfly pose. So bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall out to the sides, and sometimes you'll need to lift and lower your tailbone just so you're nice and comfortable. So your lower body is open. You're feeling this in your inner thighs. And now let's open up the upper body by sliding our arms up overhead. And then take a few breaths here. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And then slide your arms back down by your sides. Bring your hands underneath your legs. Lift your legs, bring your legs together, reposition, and let's do a few windshield wipers here with our legs together. So the insides of your legs are touching each other. It's like they're glued together. And you're moving side to side. A little different sensation. One more time to each side. And then come on back to neutral. And then we're going to roll to one side and come up into a sitting position next. We won't need our strap again for a little while. Just get yourself settled here in this easy pose. Take a few deep breaths, relax your shoulders. And now let's do a side stretch. So take your right hand down to the floor next to your right leg. Lift your left arm up and lean to the right. Feel the left side of your body from your fingertips all the way down to your hip. Now, when we come out of this position, we're going to move into a spinal twist. So inhale up to neutral, and as you exhale, turn all the way to the left side, left hand behind you, right hand to your left thigh, and you're twisting from the waist. You can keep your head in neutral or slowly turn it to the left. And now before we come out of this twist, we're going to do a little neck stretch. So turn your head to the right side. You're staying in the twist and you're turning your head to the right side. One more breath. And then we want to release our heads first. So bring your head back to neutral. Release your torso, come back to center, and roll your shoulders a couple times, loosening up. So you may feel a little bit off balance because we just did all of that on the one side. So we'll repeat that on the other side. Left hand to the mat. Right arm reaches up and we lean to the left. Breathe into it. Maybe focus on your rib cage on your right side. Feel the expansion of your ribs as you breathe in, and the contraction as you breathe out. One more breath. We're going to move into our spinal twist now. Inhale up, exhale as you turn to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand to your right thigh, and you're twisting from the waist. And again, let's do our neck stretch, turning our heads to the left. One more breath. And then release your head back to neutral. Unwind yourself, coming back to neutral, rolling your shoulders. Okay, so now we're going to transition to our hands and knees. Take your time, coming onto your hands and knees. And since we were sitting in that cross-legged position, maybe our legs feel like they want a little extra stretch. So let's start with a calf stretch. Stretching your right leg back, curling your toes and pressing towards your heel. Now you can do this on your forearms if you prefer. Just feel the length in the back of your right leg. And now let's switch sides. So release your right knee back down, stretch your left leg back, curl your toes and press towards your heel. One more breath. And release. And then we'll come to our hands and knees. If we're not there already, if you came down on your forearms, come back up onto your hands. And then start to move your hips side to side. Wag your tail. And as you move your hips to one side, move your head to the other side. So you really are wagging your tail, moving your whole spine. The next time your hips come to the right side, turn your head to the left and pause there. Okay, now we're going to switch sides. Press your hips to the left and turn your head to the right. All right, let's come back to neutral. Come down onto your forearms and press your hips back towards your heels into a child's pose. And now when you're ready, come back up onto your forearms and make some space between your knees. And then we're going to move forward and back. So you're going to move your chin towards your thumbs and your hips towards your heels. And we're inhaling forward and exhaling back. Let's do that 2 more times. And then we're going to hold each position. So bring your chin over your thumbs and hold that position for 5 breaths. Pull your belly in. And then press your hips back towards your heels and hold there. And then we're going to come back to our hands and knees and make sure your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. We're going to do our cats and cows next. So once you're stable, once you have a nice firm foundation underneath you, tuck your tailbone and round your back into cat pose. And we'll hold this for a few breaths. Rounding your back, feel your spine. Maybe visualize your vertebra arching in. So the front of your vertebra are arching in, and the back are arching out. And then when we come into cow pose, it's the opposite. Lift your tailbone, drop your belly, shoulder blades down your back as you lift your head into cow pose. Breathe into it. Sometimes it takes a couple breaths before your body will actually release into this position. And now we'll move with our breath. Inhaling to neutral. Exhaling into cat pose, rounding your back again. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, cow, as you arch your back. We'll do that 4 more times. Breathing in and out into each pose. Follow your breath. Let your breath lead the way. So this is our last set. And after your next cow pose, bring yourself back to neutral. And then you can press back into child's pose again. Or if you prefer, you can sit on your heels or stand on your knees so that you can rotate your wrists. Give your wrists a little break. because we are going to come back to our hands and knees next, and we cannot do this next sequence on our forearms. So we need to be on our hands and knees next. So take your time coming back to your hands and knees. And we're going to thread the needle in slow motion. So sometimes thread the needle looks like this, it's in and out, but we're going to do it in slow motion. Sending your weight over to your right hand, lift your left arm up and pause. And notice how that affects your rib cage, your spine, your chest, even your neck. So you want to try to keep your neck in neutral. In other words, don't look up too far, don't let your head drop down. You got to find that middle ground. And then on your next exhale, release your left arm down and all the way over to the right side, bringing the palm of your hand to the floor. You could stay right there, or if you like, start to lower your body down. One more breath. And then come on back up onto your hands and knees. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So that means we're putting the weight on the left hand, raising your right arm up and pause there. And on your next exhale, release your right arm down all the way over to the left side with your palm on the floor. You can stay there or slowly start to lower down. Really stretching out your upper back around your shoulder and your shoulder blade. One more breath. And then slowly come back to your hands and knees. We'll do one more thing here on our hands and knees. And that's going to be circles. So we're going to create circles with our torsos. So you might start with that side to side movement, moving your hips to the right, then moving your torso forward, and then to the left, and then to the back. We'll do 5 in each direction. Really using your core muscles for this. This is way better than doing a bunch of sit-ups. The next time you come back, pause there and then reverse 5 times in the other direction. One more time. And then gradually bring yourself back to neutral. And now we're going to rest. We're going to come all the way down onto our bellies. So once you've come down onto your belly, bring your elbows out to the sides of your mat and lower your head down and take a few breaths. Notice how your body is wanting to just relax. It's like, okay, is that all? And sometimes your body will give you those little messages, but just see what happens if you just be where you are. Try not to worry about the future. It's not easy. But if you focus on your breath, you will definitely stay present. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then lift your chest, coming up onto your forearms, bringing your palms together. Bring your legs together. So again, you feel the insides of your legs like they're glued together. Then press into your elbows as you slowly lift your chest. It's not coming up too high. You're not going to feel too much movement here. But as soon as you start to lift your chest, you're going to feel that in your upper back. It's like you're arching your upper back. Breathe into it. And next we have a choice. We can do our child's pose or a downward facing dog. So that's up to you. You can do a little bit of both if you like. But either way, you want to bring your hands next to your chest. Lift your chest. You can come into child's pose here, or you can come up into downward facing dog. And now we're going to roll over. Let's come into let's come into a sitting position to start with our legs out in front of us. And we're going to grab our straps again. Wrap the strap around the bottoms of your feet and sit up tall. That might be enough, just doing that, because you've already flexed your feet, lengthened the backs of your legs. By sitting up tall, you're engaging your core muscles. You're pressing your shoulder blades down your back. Just pause here. All right, now go ahead and bring the strap into one hand. We're going to do a forward fold, but we're going to really control it. So your strap is in one hand. If you're not using the strap, you just really want to control your core muscles, because we're only coming down a little ways. Walking your free hand forward and hinging at the hip. So don't let your back round. Keep your back nice and straight. You really want to feel this down in your low back. Breathe into it. This is not easy. You can stay here, or if you want to try coming a little deeper, take that front hand and move it forward, leaning down just a little bit more. And now we're going to come out of this slowly. So start to walk your hands back towards your body as you lift up. Release the strap. And then we're going to lay down. Actually, first, before we lay down, take the strap around the front of your left ankle. Front of your left ankle. And then we're going to lay down on our sides. So lay down on your right side. Okay, you've got the strap around your left ankle. Bend your right elbow and lay your head down. Step by step, guess what we're doing? Stretching out the left thigh. And so you're just bending your knee. You're using that strap, pulling your heel up toward your bottom. And maybe that's enough. Just feel your left quadriceps. All those long muscles that do so much work. You might also feel a stretch here in your left shoulder, left chest. And of course, we're going to do the same on the other side. So release your left leg, take that strap off of your left ankle. And I find it's easier to get it around your ankle from your back. So come onto your back, strap around your right ankle, then we're going to roll to the left, just like we did on the right side. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then slowly release. Coming back onto your back. Keep that strap in your hand. Coming onto your back. Repositioning so you have your nice neutral spine again. We'll do one more stretch here with the strap, and then I'm just going to call out a few cool down poses and you can choose what you like. But our last guided exercise is figure 4. So bring the strap around behind your left thigh, cross your right ankle over, and use the strap to bring your legs closer to your chest. And you know, if you don't need the strap, don't use it. I find it kind of comforting because then I'm not reaching out, I'm not straining to hold on to that leg. So the strap is kind of nice, even if you don't have to use it. And once you're in your figure 4, find your breath. And notice where you're feeling resistance. You could call it tightness or tension. For me, it's right here in this right hip, right glute muscle. And that's a deep, deep muscle there that gets tight because we sit. We can't help it. It's just our lifestyles. We sit a lot. And so we need to stretch these muscles out so they don't get too compressed. Breathe into it. The longer you stay here, the more it's going to release, especially if you're not pushing, if you're not trying too hard. If you're in this pose and you're kind of being gentle with yourself, eventually your muscles are going to release just a little bit more. There's a fine balance in yoga. You do too much, yeah, you're getting exercise, but you could also hurt yourself and you're not really making anything any better. If you do too little, that's okay too. We got to find that middle road, that middle path where everything is just right. Okay, so now it's time to release and switch sides. Bring your left foot down, uncross your right leg. Bring the strap around behind your right thigh and cross your left ankle over into figure 4 pose. And then once you get here, you may notice one side's a little tighter than the other. That's very common. Let's take 2 more breaths. When you're ready, slowly release your right foot down. Uncross your left leg. Reposition your spine. And then I'm going to demonstrate a couple of more things you can do with the strap. But if you prefer, you can just do your favorite cool down poses. If you want to stretch your shoulders out a little more, hold on to the strap, shoulder width apart. Raise it up into the air and then bring it down overhead. You could stay right there. Now, another thing we can do with our arms in this position is a spinal twist. So let your legs fall to the right and then pull your arms over to the left. That strap is going to help you to move both arms to the left. And you've created an S shape with your body. Breathe into it. Now we want to release our arms first. So start to bring your arms back in line with your shoulders. Bring your legs back in line with your hips, and then continue the other way. Legs to the left, arms to the right. Okay, it's time to release this side, starting with your arms, bringing your legs back up to neutral, releasing the strap, and put the strap off to the side. And after any twist, you want to do a counter pose. And for me, after that twist, knees to chest is good. It's a good choice, knees to chest. You could rock side to side. You could also find your happy baby pose, holding on behind your thighs, your shins, or the bottoms of your feet. Pressing your thighs down towards the floor. When you do this, you're really flattening your back. You could also do another butterfly pose. So I'm just calling out options now. You choose what you like. You could do some more windshield wipers. And we didn't do any bridge poses today. So if you feel like you'd like a bridge pose, heels toward your bottom, hands down by your sides, pressing into your feet as you lift your spine off the floor. This is more of a strengthening pose, but it does bring everything together. Really, you can really feel your thighs. So I'm going to stop talking now and leave another minute for you to do whatever you like. Just remember to take some time to do nothing, just to lay there and breathe. So take your time, bringing your attention to your breath. Maybe deepening your inhales and lengthening your exhales just a couple times. And let that be a signal to your body to start moving your fingers, maybe moving your toes or moving your head. Slowly bringing yourself back. Coming back up to sitting when you're ready. And if you're using this as a recording and you want to rest more, you want to exercise more, that's up to you. But this is how we're going to end our class today, by rubbing our hands. Opening our hands out to the sides. Inhaling up and exhaling down to your heart. And bow forward. Namaste. Enjoy your day.